Hi everyone, it's Grace here and welcome to day 4 of Move with Annie and Grace. Today's focus is going to be on our gorgeous glutes. Let's get going with the warm-up. Standing with the feet in parallel, underneath the hips, a slight softening in the knees and the weight placed into the balls of the feet. Draw the breath in deep and wide, and as the exhale happens, nod the chin forward to your chest and begin to roll your spine down over your legs, just as far as you feel comfortable, bending the knees as much as feels good for you. Inhale as you reach the depth of your stretch, and with the exhale begin to roll your spine all the way up again, rebuilding the vertebra bone by bone. Inhale as you reach the top. Exhale, same again, nod the chin forward, slowly rolling down, listening to your body and just taking it as far as you feel good. Inhale wherever that is, and exhale, moving from the pelvis, bring that upright, and the rest of the spine will follow all the way to neutral. From here, drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. Turn and look over your right shoulder and begin to roll down the outside of your right leg, reaching the tips of the fingers on the outside edge. Again, just going as far as you like. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale, reversing that movement, peeling your left shoulder open, drop the right ear and recover to the middle. Same thing other side, left ear to left shoulder, turn and look and rolling down. Tracking the fingertips down the outside of your left leg, feeling a lovely stretch in the right side of the back. Breathe in. Exhale as you roll back up, slow, controlled, all the way back up, and find the center. Come to the head of your mat, feet in parallel, slight bend in the knees. We inhale and stretch both arms up to the ceiling. Press the palms together as you exhale, fold forward with a long flat spine, bringing the hands either to the floor or your shins. Flatten the back out. Your knees may be quite bent here, that's fine. As you exhale, place both hands back down onto the mat. Step one foot followed by the other back into a plank position. In week 1, we're dropping to the knees. Untuck the toes and hug your elbows tight into your waist as you lower the whole body down in one piece. Keep the hands as they are and drag your chest through the arms as you breathe in. Opening the collarbones wide, keep hugging the elbows in. Exhale, lower the chest down, brace those abs and pick the whole body up to all fours. Tuck the toes under and raise your hips up into downward dog. Finding the longest spine possible, reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat, the tailbone up to the ceiling. Knees are as bent as you need to get that long spine. From there, look forward and step one foot followed by the other back to the head of your mat. Your long halfway lift. Exhale, fold the spine back over the knees. We inhale, sweep the arms high, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, long spine for your forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Hands to shins or floor. Exhale, flatten the hands down. Followed by the other to plank. Drop to your knees, untuck your toes, and exhale, lower the chest in one piece, level with the pelvis to the mat. Inhale, drag your chest forward. Keep hugging the abdominals up to the spine, the elbows into your waist. Exhale, lower the body down. Brace those abs as you breathe in. Exhale, press up in one piece to all fours. Tuck the toes, and exhale, lengthen to downward dog. Listen to your breath here. 3 long breaths, trying to get a little bit more length out of your spine every time, softening the knees as much as you need to feel the length through the spine. Look forward and step one foot followed by the other. Fingers to floor or shins, knees straight or bent. Exhale, fold over the legs. Breathe the arms forward and up, hinge back upright. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, long spine to fold down. To floor or shins. Exhale, forward fold, plant your back to high plank. One, and then the other foot. Drop to your knees, untuck your toes. Exhale, come down in one piece. Hug the elbows tight into your waist. Inhale, drag your chest forward and up. Keep lifted through the abdominals. Exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing nice deep wide breaths, pedaling through the ankles, the knees if you like. Feeling the biceps, the inner upper arm muscles rotate forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, connect the abdominals. On your next inhale, shoot forward into high plank, stacking the shoulders over the elbows over the wrists. Exhale, lift the hips back to downward dog. If this felt too much, follow me now onto your knees, down onto your knees, keeping that neutral position. Exhale, lift to downward dog. One more, whichever version you prefer. And plank. And down dog. And this time we come all the way down onto all fours, stacking those shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. Take an inhale. With the exhalation, you're going to curl the tailbone through the legs. That curve is going to ripple all the way through your spine until your head begins to hang heavily through your arms and you press down hard into the mat. As the inhale happens, reverse that, tip your tailbone up to the ceiling, and like a wave, that arc shape ripples all the way through to the crown of the head as you drag the chest forward through your arms. Two more like that with a little bit of flow. Exhale to curl under. Inhale to drag the chest through. We call this cat-cow. And again, exhale for the cat. Inhale into cow. And then find halfway between those two places a neutral spine. Hug the ribs together, gently lift the belly button to the spine, and without any of that good posture changing, send one arm forward and the opposite leg backwards, reaching the limbs far away. Inhale, set the hand and the knee back down, precisely under the hip and the shoulder. Inhale, reach away. And return. And again, deep breath. Inhale, stretch. Exhale to come in. And inhale, keeping the shoulders, the pelvis perfectly balanced, like you could rest a tray of champagne on your back and you wouldn't spill a drop. One more to each side. Stretch. And in. Last time, reach it away. And coming in. Cross your ankles over each other, walk backwards and come to lie flat onto your back. So you've gently warmed up those deep core stabilizers now. We're going to go with our single leg stretch and our double leg stretch. Please keep the head down if your neck feels the strain, and do everything with one leg lifted only if your back is coming out of neutral. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pick one leg up to tabletop position. Draw the breath in deep and wide. Without your spine moving, pick that other leg up to join it. Now, if there was a big arc that came into your spine there, I want you to keep that second leg down. Breathe in, wherever you're choosing to work. Exhale, lift the head and chest up and bring the hands to the top of your lifted knee. If you've got both legs lifted, you're going to extend the other leg out. Breathe in. We exhale to change. Inhale to hold. Exhale to change. Inhale to hold. The spine does not move. Find your rhythm, keep going with it. I'm just going to show you the version of single leg. Like this is an option if that lower spine is feeling the strain. Remember, you can always rest your head down. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees in, try and curl up a little bit more. Take an inhale as you stretch both arms, both legs to the ceiling. Exhale, circle the arms around, bring the knees back to tabletop. If that was manageable, the legs go lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. They can go lower still as long as that spine doesn't move. Stretch the limbs away. I'm going to show the modification. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle, change legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle, change legs. We're going to do 2 more, double leg or single leg, whatever works. Last one, longest, lowest, and circle. Hug the knees in. Rest the head if it was lifted, and turn the head from side to side. Stretch out those neck muscles. Well done. So hopefully you're feeling nice and warm. Let's get going with our gluteal work. So we set the feet down, hip distance apart, press the arms into the mat and make sure your collarbones are as wide as they can possibly be. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to pick your pelvis up into a bridge in one piece. We exhale, lift, really squeeze your tush at the top, and as you inhale, you're just going to drop the whole spine back to neutral. So no articulation. Let's go with some rhythm. We exhale, lift, inhale, drop. Exhale, lift, inhale, drop. Really squeeze the glutes at the top. This is 4 of 20, and 5, and down. Lift 6, press down through those arms, and up. Exhale, inhale, and 9, and 10. A little quicker, we go up and down, and lift and lower. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. Lift and lower. Make sure the knees are pointing straight forward. 4, 5. Press through the arms. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold at the top and squeeze those glutes tight. From here, just feel your bottom for 1 second. Make sure it's nice and firm. And then you're going to release those muscles. Release those big glute max muscles. Relax them. Your pelvis will drop slightly. And then squeeze them. We relax and we squeeze. Relax and squeeze. So making the range of movement smaller. Really focusing on the squeeze. And this is 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Make sure the belly button's still gently drawing to the spine. Another 10, a little quicker. 9, squeeze. 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. From there, we just relax one gluteal. Let's all relax our left gluteals first. So your pelvis will tip and twist to the left side. Then re-engage that left gluteal, squeeze to the center. Same thing, relax the right gluteal, your pelvis will tip, squeeze center. Make sure those knees aren't going anywhere, it's just the pelvis. Relax the left, squeeze center, relax the right, squeeze center, and left, and right. Long deep breaths, and left, and right, and left, and right. We've got 10 more. 4, 10, and center, and 9. Trying to isolate the gluteals, and down, and up for 6, and 5. Reach the knees forward. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lowering down. Oh, my glutes are awake. Rolling over onto your left side. Stretching out your left arm and rest your left ear onto your left bicep. I'm going to bend my knees and my hips up, so I've got 90-degree angle at the hip joint, 90-degree angle at the knee-ish. My right hand is going to hold onto the top of my pelvis, so I'm going to get that tactile feedback if my pelvis is coming out of neutral. Try and find a little bit of daylight in the underneath side of the waist so our core muscles are engaged. And from here, breathing evenly, we open the knee up to the ceiling just as far as you can without the pelvis going away. And 3. Keeping the feet attached. 4. Hugging the ribs towards each other, making sure your neck is long. Open and close. 4 more. And 3. And 2. We progress this by lifting the foot up as well. Open, close. Same rules apply. No changing that pelvis. Use the feedback of that right hand to make sure the pelvis is staying perfectly still. Check in with that underneath side waist. There's no dropping in the rib cage. For 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it up on 1. We're going to circle the leg around. 5 big circles in the hips. And 4. No moving in that pelvis. 3, and 2, and 1. Reverse. 4, 5. Good. And 4. So hopefully you can feel we've moved right from those hip extensors around to the outside of the gluteals. 1 more. From here, we're going to turn the knees in, touch the knees together, turn the legs out, touch the toes together. We go in with the knees, out with the toes. That pelvis still hasn't moved. That's 3. And open. And 4. And open. And 5. Squeeze. And 6. Open, check in with that posture, draw the ribs in. 8, and 9, keep that range of movement. 10, and open. From there, extend the leg out, hip height, like you're pushing into the wall. You might be able to create even more length in the underneath side. We lower the right leg down and up. and down, and up. Parallel leg, the knee point straight forward. 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and reach. Last 2. Hold it up, little pulse as we go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Whew, I felt that. Coming over onto all fours, and then dropping down onto your forearms. You can of course do this up on your hands if it feels easier. Finding that number 11 shape in your forearms, so the hands aren't touching, they're parallel. Lengthen through the neck and hug those abs to the spine. We'll use the right leg again. Lift the leg up in that 90-degree angle at the knee, flex the ankle, and we're going to push the ceiling away. Up, down, 3, and 4. Pressing up with the foot, down with the hands. Keep it going. 8, 9, hold it. 10, little baby pulses up from here. 10, 9, watching out for that supporting leg, making sure you aren't sinking into that left hip. Shift the pelvis to the right. 3, 2, 1, set the knee down. Straight away with the left leg, big range of movement to start. We go up and down, and exhale, inhale, 3, and 4, making sure you aren't sinking to the right hip. 5, push your pelvis to the left. 6, and 7, lengthen the spine. 8, 9, hold it up on 10, little pulses, push. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep the abs working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, resting the knee down. Rolling over onto the other side, resting down onto that right arm, palm to the ceiling, ear to the bicep. Bend the knees up so the hips and the knees are at 90 degrees. Left hand to your top hip for feedback. A little bit of space under the waist. Breathe in. Exhale, turn that left knee to the ceiling and lower. And open and close. The range of movement is determined by the mobility in your hip. So if your knee comes up 2 inches, that's great. If it comes up 1 inch, that's fine too. Just as far as you can go without the pelvis wobbling. And we'll do 2 more. 1 more, then we add the lift of the foot. The whole leg lifts up. 1, and down. 2, same rules apply. Only as high as you can without that pelvis changing. 4, hugging the ribs together. Squeeze open. And 6, long neck. 7, and 8. Twice more. Hold the leg up, circle the leg, as big a circle as you can. Same rule applies, no moving in the pelvis. Stir in that hip socket. Twice more in this direction. Last one. Reverse the circle for 5. Off we go. And 4. That was my hip clicking if the mic picked that up. And 2. And 1. Into our internal rotation. Knees touch, toes touch. Knees touch, toes touch. So those glutes are going to work in internal rotation as well as external. So we've got to include that range of movement here. Make sure that underneath side is active. 4, 3, and open, and 2. Reach, open once more. Open out, extend the leg long. Down and up with that left leg. 1, and lift. 2, try and isolate the movement from the waist. So I don't want to see any dropping in that underneath rib cage here. And 6, kick the leg longer. 7, press it out to the wall. 3, 2, hold it up. 1, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the leg down. Roll over onto your back. Oh my goodness. We deserve a bit of a stretch here. We're going to lift one leg up. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Keep that pelvis still. This may be enough of a release. If you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, engage the abdominals and carefully pick the whole position up, hugging the back of that resting leg, drawing the position close. Keeping the spine as long and as straight as you possibly can. Breathing deeply. Letting those gluteal muscles have a release after all that work. Let's switch over sides. If your leg's lifted, carefully place it down Switching over, starting everyone with that underneath foot flat on the floor. Let the hip drop open, flex the stretching foot. Breathe in. If you'd like to take it into that deeper stretch, exhale, pick the whole position up. Link the hands to the back of the resting thigh and hug the knees into your chest. Keeping the spine as long and as neutral as it can possibly be. And breathing deeply. Resting the foot down if it's lifted. Unwrap the top leg. Week 1 gorgeous glutes are done. Thank you.